Hi, my name is Becca, and I am making a video just because um, I've searched for a ton of videos and there's not a ton of these out there. So I thought maybe other people might be searching for some videos too. Um, we are just starting the process of building a home. We have chosen a builder and we are going with Schumacher Homes. Um, Ours are out of Cincinnati area. Um, we had looked into going with a custom builder. We interviewed and kind of looked at a few different builders. Realized we are not the millionaires we thought we were. So we went to Schumacher because we had never really heard anything bad about them, and realized that we could get exactly what we wanted, that and it fit in our budget. So we started talking to them about a month ago, um, and I'll give you a little more information as to how we came to our decision to go with them. But just to give you a little bit of backstory, we don't have a house to sell. We already have our land. It was a gift from family. So we are fortunate in that we aren't on a waiting list to sell our house. That's not on our to-do list. We don't need to purchase land. That works in our favor. Um, and we've already got our spot. We know exactly where we want our house to go. As long as we talk to when we do our lot walk, it's all approved. Um, but anyway, so this is a piece of land that is on a large family farm. It has been in our family for, I think, over 50 years, and it's been a dream of mine since I was an early teen to grow up, have a family, and build my forever home in a particular spot. And um, I've been blessed and been able to have this dream work out. Not all dreams work out, and this one is one that has been important to me my entire life, and it's worked out. And I'm very thankful for that. Thankful to my family, thankful to my grandparents who laid the foundation for it to be possible. Um, anyways, fast forward, and here we are, and it is finally a reality. About 10 years ago, we wanted it. Our goal was for it to be done in 2012, and it just didn't work out. And looking back now, hindsight's 2020. I'm really glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have had the house that I'm about to have. I wouldn't have had as much house. I wouldn't have had some of the features that I'm in love with now. So there's always pros and cons to not getting what you want when you want it, and learning to wait. I certainly am going to appreciate having um, having this now, because it's been it's a 20-year dream finally coming true. So anyways, yeah, we had talked to a couple of custom builders, and after a few quotes, we were like, okay, we need to start thinking more realistically. When we were looking about 10 years ago, we looked at a couple different kind of uh, builders, kind of like Schumacher, but different companies, of course. And we had an idea of how the process worked and what we were going to be getting, and we had always thought that Schumacher was out of our reach financially, but we thought let's go. We already know a custom builder is out of our reach. Let's go ahead and talk to Schumacher and see what they say. We get there. We had a few. We decided on a few floor plans that we liked before we went. Um, Two of them actually were model homes in the Cincinnati location over in Milford. So we went over there. We walked through them. My number one choice on paper was actually my last choice in person. My third choice on paper ended up being my first choice in person. Um, so it really is beneficial to be able to walk through the homes, see it, feel it, experience it. It really helps to see what you're getting, what that 11 by 12 foot room really feels like. Um, so we when we went, we had our three in mind. that we liked, and we were able to pretty quickly. I mean, as soon as I walked in, it felt like home. We walked into the one that I thought was number 3 first, and I thought I want to look at this, get it out of the way, and then we'll go on to what my number 1 was. And I walked in, and I just kind of looked around. And I was like, oh, this feels like home. It just felt right. Kind of like say yes to the house, I guess. You just know when you know. Um, we went ahead and looked at the other home, and we kept thinking, gosh, we're going to have to fix this, add this, add this, add this. Our number 1 choice, or what ended up being our number 1 choice was the Charleston American Tradition, and we don't have to change hardly anything. We literally don't have to add a bedroom. We don't have to add um, a master suite. We don't have to add an extra room. We don't have to add an office. We don't have to add a mud room. It's all there. So that's cost savings. Um, so we met with a rep there who was very friendly. We sat there. We had an appointment when we went, and I recommend making an appointment because when you get there, you're going to want to be able to talk to somebody about it, and they'll talk to you even if you don't have an appointment. But it was nice to have someone dedicated waiting for us to be there, and then we ended up being there for 2 to 3 hours, um, and it flew. But we were looking at all the different options and just pricing things out, just very generically, oh, well, what if you did this? What if you did this? This is what this would look like, and that kind of thing. So we went home after that. We felt really good. Man, we were pumped and we were motivated, and um, we decided that we definitely want to work with them, even if we can't do this house financially or for whatever reason. We felt very at ease um, going with them. And I'll say that we had received very good advice from one of our custom builders that we had talked to earlier in the year. And they said, if you try to pick your builder based on price, you're going to be pricing and price comparing for months and months and months. He said what you need to do is find the builder you want to build with and then work with them to get your price to where you need it to be, to get your floor plan to be what you can afford. Maybe sometimes they'll be able to add things that you don't realize are as cheap as they are. It's really about having a good relationship with your builder, because these are the people that you're going to be talking to if you're concerned about something, if something has gone wrong, or if you feel like something's not where it should be, or if you're walking through while they're building and you think you might need to, there's a wall that needs to be moved or something like that. Not always likely, but he really highlighted how important it is. You need to pick your builder and then work with them. We never felt with any of the other builders as comfortable as we did with Schumacher. We never got away from a meeting feeling inspired, feeling excited and motivated. We kept thinking, oh, I don't know. And when we left Schumacher Homes, it just felt like that's what it was supposed to be. So anyways, what we've been doing, that was the beginning of February, and we're at April 6th today. So that was 2 months ago. The next week, what we did, because when we went, it was just myself and my husband. We have 3 children. We took our children down and surprised them to look at the house. We took my parents with me because we wanted to get their opinion. We really value their opinion. And we wanted to see what the kids felt. It's not really their decision, but we wanted to get their reaction. So we took them down there. The kids immediately loved it. My mom and dad really liked it. They liked how everything was going to work out. Sorry, the sound is not working in my favor right now. If I just block it, there we go. Sometimes you just need that confirmation. It's the right thing to do, but hearing someone else say it just makes the decision that much easier. So we decided let's make another appointment and talk about what it takes to get started. We started talking to a couple banks for financing, and we've got that portion squared away, which I won't bore you with all those details, but basically we're doing a construction loan. It's a draw loan. where they draw as they need it. You pay the interest until the final draw, and then you start paying your full amount. Just to give you a little idea of how it works, in case you're not sure. There are different types of construction loans that work differently, but that's how ours is going to work. I started going ahead and get my thoughts organized. So I actually made, because I'm kind of an office nerd, I have a binder, and it has our floor plan, and I've got like our property on there, this is a note with the names of everybody that's our building team. This is the timeline that I got from Schumacher. It's kind of like it's just telling you, this is day 1, at 2 weeks you'll be here, at 3 weeks, at 6 weeks, at 12 weeks, and then 9 months you'll be in your house, at the latest. So, we actually signed our contract on March 30th. We are going to be working with our bank to hopefully close by the end of June to mid-July. Hopefully around then is where we'll be closing, which should put us in our home by the end of the year. Before the end of this month, we're at April 6th. So this coming Monday, the 13th, so today's a Monday, so in 1 week from today, we are actually going to be doing our lot walk with Schumacher, where they're going to come out, look at our land, our builder's going to be there, and we are going to just kind of get a feel for how it's going to go. I don't know what to expect for that yet, but maybe I'll update you after that one happens. And then we, on the 28th, go for our pre-construction meeting. It's a 6-hour meeting where we go through every single in and out of the house with this design things that we've chosen. So before the 28th, we'll actually be going down to select all of our design options, our colors, our finishes, everything. So that's what we have coming up. If you're in the mindset that this is something you want to do and you're interested in starting the process, start your Pinterest board, start your notes, start getting things in the back of your mind that you want, because I knew it was going to happen quickly. I didn't expect that within the next 3 weeks I'm going to be making this selection. So I have been hardcore hitting the Pinterest board, and I've got my notebook with all my notes. I've got a design section, a finance section, a land section that has all my details, like our soil test and everything that we've had done, as well as my moving section, how I'm organizing my mind for what we have to do to move, what pieces of furniture we're taking, what ones we're going to be leaving and selling, our address change update list, just all kinds of different I have to write things down or I'm not going to be organized, and I highly recommend getting yourself something. It's the place where I can write down all my questions so that when we go, I'm going to have all my questions that I'm afraid I might not remember later. So that, I guess that's kind of it for right now. I will probably touch base with you once we do our lot walk, and maybe by the time we're doing our designs. I don't want to make promises on how often I will update, but I will definitely be touching back as our progress is moving forward. And thanks for listening.